Hey guys, what's up? This is just me shooting another recording. This recording is titled Sounds, Month of May, Part 3, the year 2023. And in this recording, I'm documenting my experience with sounds that I hear that come from an unidentified unknown source. I've been hearing these sounds for since the year 2013. The year right now is 2023. So I've been hearing them. That makes 10 years. This year, in the year 2023, in the beginning, in January, I started to shoot recordings and document my experience with these sounds that come from an unknown source that hasn't been identified. 10 years later, I began to shoot recordings to for reference for anyone who would like to have more knowledge about my experience with these sounds from an unidentified source. To my knowledge, it's some type of digital type of way that it works. It works in a digital type of way. I've been going to treatment to healthcare and I've been trying to subtract them. And what they tell me is that it's a chemical imbalance of the brain. But from what I understand from experience I've had since the year 2013 when they started to this year 2023, 10 years later, from since when they started, I've had experiences that don't line up with it being a chemical imbalance. My experiences tell me that it's got to be some type of, it works in a digital type of way, is what I understand from experiences that I've had that are difficult and complicated to explain, but that's what I've been trying to do is I've been trying to subtract them, and it hasn't been working out. They haven't been subtracted. So I suppose maybe in the future around the year 2035, it's the year 2023, maybe around before the year 2035. I suppose that I'm predicting that my chances of subtracting this these sounds that come from something digital, they're of a digital nature, that my chances of subtracting them will be much higher before the year 2035, because it's complicated to explain why. I just think there will be advancements in certain types of things, I guess. There will be advances and they will be able to subtract the sounds that are of digital nature. So I've been making notes and been making recordings this year since January of this year, 2023. I've been uploading them onto the web for anyone who would like to view, to check out my recordings, as well as for my own reference and just to kind of have a record of my experience starting this year. I haven't been making recordings of my whole entire experience, but I've been making recordings of so far how this year has been going. I just started this year. I don't know why I waited to start, but I did. So I have these notes in front of me that say my experience with these sounds that are of a digital nature that I haven't been able to identify because they're very hard to detect and not easy to find. But um, I'm working on it. So I have these notes and I'm going to start reading them right now. So this is the first note that I have, and it goes, for the past 15 minutes, I have been hearing from the sounds a constant, non-stop blast of negativity. I interpret it as nonstop, violent, aggressive, brutal, unkind, cruel and unusual attack to my ears in an above normal volume with the words, "You move too slow," being yelled at me, as well as, "You insignificant, impaired person," being repeated for a straight at least 15 minutes, no less, every minute of those 15 minutes entirely occupied with nothing besides negativity. So that was my first note, and that's exactly what happened. I don't know what else to say about that note, but that's yeah, I took that note and I'm recording it. And so that was that note, and now I'm moving on to the next note. And this next note goes, "For 10 minutes at least, no less, and at least 20 times a minute, absolutely no less, I was hearing from the multitude of sounds the word coward. It was in a mean, unkind, negligent, cruel pronunciation. It was a very unpleasant experience." So that was that note, and then I'm going to the next note. It goes, "For no less than 20 times in 1 hour, I heard from the sounds the words, 'You are impaired in the head.' It left an echo effect in my mind that was very unpleasant. The effect from those words lingered, and that hour was honestly an awful hour." So that's that note. And this is how it's going on. I'm experiencing these things and I'm taking notes, and then I'm recording them and stuff for my reference. And so I'm gonna move on to the next note. This is the last note, and then that's it for this recording. I'm gonna wrap up after this note, and this this is the last note, and it goes, "For no less than a straight 20 minutes and no less than 8 times a minute, I was hearing the word carton being repeated with mean, awful, disturbing, above normal volume, hateful pronunciation." So that was all my notes, and that last note, that's exactly what was going on. So felt like making a record of it and putting it on the web, putting it on the internet. When I think about that I'm making these recordings, I think I'll be published, and I'm not certain what that will look like in the future, but right now I'm publishing by uploading on the internet. So yeah, but that was all my recordings. That was all my notes, guys, and I'm going to wrap up this recording. If you listened all the way to the end, that's appreciated. Um, and if you would like to help support my channel, you can like, comment, share, and subscribe. That would be awesome to help support my channel. So I'm going to wrap up this recording and call it a wrap. Okay, bye, guys.